I'm seeing a lot of videos on the internet and social media about what they call electroculture. It's very interesting. They link it with Tartaria and the old architecture of the old days and say that the structures were designed to transmit energy, to receive, I guess it's energy from the ether, the energy that's all around us. And it's gone from the buildings and the old structures that seem to be disappearing to these devices which are sticks with copper wire wrapped around them, and they put them in the garden and they enhance the growth of the vegetables or whatever you're growing. In my opinion, this is all true. But what I'd like to see is people be more creative. Take the information from the past and reinvent it, reapply it, redesign these devices. Don't just everybody get a stick, wrap copper around it, and stick it in your garden. Listen to your inner voice. Create new. It's the only way we flow to the future. Just copying everything everybody else did won't work anymore. It's good to use the old information for inspiration, but we're in different times now. We're in different energies. So we have to tweak it a little bit. Don't overlook natural materials. If you've been watching the videos on Tartaria and the old architecture, they had antennas on the roofs of these buildings. But don't overlook, what were these buildings made of? Natural materials, natural stone, natural wood, natural minerals, gold, silver, all designed into the structure, and it had an antenna on the top. So don't overlook the value of using natural stone that you can find. I've made lots of videos about how I suspend stone in trees to enhance different energies. Don't overlook this. Don't overlook the fact, the old saying, as above, so below. As above the building, the structure, so below. The buildings had foundations. They were in the ground. They were connected to the earth. How? Are we overlooking something here? Don't overlook another very important aspect of the design. It's what I refer to as mind-energy alchemy. What mental imagery, what mental energies were incorporated while these ancient structures were being created? What are you thinking about when you create your electroculture device for your garden? Are you just grabbing some materials from the hardware store and slapping them together and sticking them in the ground? Or are you attaching your mind to the creation of these devices? Do you see the energy from the ether coming into the device? Do you see it leaving the device and going into the ground where you place these devices? Mind energy alchemy is a huge part of this whole process. Mindfulness, meditation is also a very large part of this process. So I'm a big supporter of watching what's out there, watching what's being presented, and watching what was. But I'd like to see everybody think outside the box. Let's see the posts of your new devices. Let's see how you're working with the energy differently. This is all very important, and it's muchly needed in these times that we're in. I made handheld devices about 34 years ago now. They're three-sided, they're copper, they used magnets, they use coils, they use crystals. Now it's time to receive even newer information. Don't do what everyone else is doing. Dare to be different. Dare to be unique. And dare to speak your truth.